Hi, this is Marty Lecklatter, Product Manager for Leap, with a video on using services in Leap. We're going to start off by taking a look at services between Leap apps. For example, maybe I have a customer quote app that needs to get information from a customer list as well as a pricing catalog. I can go into the customer quote app, and where I need a list of accounts, well, I can go and use a service. And in this case, the service that I'm going to pick is another Leap app. I'll search for the customer list app, and I'll select one of the services that are exposed. All Leap apps are exposed as services. You can use them provided you have the right access level to those apps. So in this case, I'm getting information from the customer list and I'm saving it into the dropdown. And then I'll do the same for the product dropdown. In this case, instead of going to the customer list, I'm going to go to the pricing catalog. So again, we select from a service and we search the Leap app, which is the pricing catalog. We see that it's exposed as a set of services. I select the search service and the field that I want from that app, and I map it into my product dropdown. And we'll save the service configurations and we'll preview it. Now I went ahead and I configured some additional services, so you can see that the list is being populated, and when you select one, it's going and invoking another service, same with the product, and it's looking up information about the customer, the contact, and information about the product and the price, etc., and filling out the quote. Next, we'll take a look at service calls to external REST APIs from Leap. So as an example, let's say I have a lead capture form. I'm in marketing, and what I want to do is put this out on the company website and gather some leads. I also want to track the user's IP address and find out information about them that they're not going to enter into the form. I could use a service if I knew something about IP registry. I'd have to know the URL, maybe something about different REST methods, and I'd need an API key. Well, this is probably a bit too much for most business users. So what we've done is we've given the Leap admin the ability to create services on behalf of the business users. They can come into the admin config page and configure services using either the service URL or an XML file. In this case, we'll create the one for the IP registry. The admin does all the heavy lifting, configures just once, and then many can use it. And they can be very specific about who can use this. So since this is a marketing oriented service, maybe they want to limit it to folks in marketing. And for the app that's using the service, who are the end users of that app that can use it? You'd obviously want anonymous use since it's on the company website collecting leads. And then finally, you can give the app a name and a description so that it makes sense to the Leap author, the marketing person, when they're building the app. So that's all defined. And then when we flip over to look at the experience for the Leap author, going back to that same lead capture form here, and we'll choose the on new event for the form. So this is an event when they first fill out the form, and we'll call this IP registry service. We see it here in the catalog. We simply just select it, and we get a list of everything that it returns based on that IP lookup. And we'll grab the values that we're interested in and we'll put it into this hidden page, the second page in our form, so that we can track information about the leads we capture. So we'll save this form and then go deploy it with the change. And now we'll test it. We launch the form. I don't have any required fields here, so I'll go ahead and just submit an empty form. But to see if it works, I'll go and look at the record that was created with that empty submit, and we see that the IP service worked. It captured all that information. In summary, we saw how Leap apps can talk to each other via services. This allows you to build more interesting and complex applications. All Leap apps are exposed to services which you can access provided you have the access permissions. And those access permissions are set by the author of that Leap app. Leap authors can define services to external REST APIs via URLs. And lastly, we saw how Leap admins can set up services on behalf of the Leap authors via URL, XML, or Foundry. We didn't get into XML or Foundry. And determine for those services which Leap authors and end users can access them. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.